Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we are the Savory Suitcase.
Yeah.
And today we are going to see not one,
not just one waterfall,
but 2 waterfalls. So our first stop is at Ruby Falls, which is our last stop in Chattanooga. Yeah, and then we are going to head to Falling Waters State Park in North Florida. They're about 5 hours apart from each other, but it gets us
on our way home.
On our way back to Tampa. So
yep.
It is definitely kind of a waypoint for us, so we don't have to do so much driving in one day.
By we, she means me.
Yeah, Jeremy does all the driving. But we wanted to thank Ruby Falls for offering us complimentary tickets for today.
Yes.
So we hope you like this video. Please subscribe and go check out their Instagram page. And if you are in Chattanooga, I
highly recommended.
I think you're gonna really like this. I hope we like it too.
Yeah, between Lookout Mountain, which is where all of this is located, so you have Lookout Mountain, and then you have the Incline Railway, you have Rock City, and you have Ruby Falls, really all within that same area. It's all located on Lookout Mountain.
Yeah.
Highly suggested that you do kind of all of them. We split it up over a couple of days, but you could easily do all 3 of them in one day. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
We hope we like Ruby Falls, you know how someone likes waterfalls.
I love them.
Yeah, so let's go.
When one man followed a big dream. Your adventure begins as we descend 260 feet into an
It is 60 degrees inside the cave. That is a Florida winter.
It's chilly.
You can see we're both in.
It's in the low 40s outside also.
Yeah, so. that probably helped.
Looking into a dark hole deep inside a mountain. Some folks might call it wise to turn back in favor of sunlight and certainty. Take the easy path, miss the detour that just might lead to something far more extraordinary. Sometimes, some people, not me. A burst of air from an opening into the unknown, 18 inches tall. I swear it's something to me. If our drills hadn't stayed true, if our aim had been a few feet in either direction, something we weren't even looking for in the first place, but we found it. Or maybe it found us. So down we went, crawling through the dark, with the mountain on our heads. We crawled for an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours before we could stand. Ruby's up there, waiting for me. But the same thing calling me back is pushing me forward, towards hidden beauty in the heart of this fine earth, a treasure worthy of her name. I know we're down deep, farther down than we ever expected to go. I imagined all the people that might come after us to this place, to see something they've never seen before, something they'll never see if we turn back now. Later, we crawled out of the dark, forever changed. It's the anticipation of what lies ahead that pushes us.
Alright guys, let's give our that. Rolls on down the hill and goes back to the Tennessee River. Now, a lot of people wonder, Russell, can I drink the water in Ruby Falls? The answer to that question is yes. And no. And no. Yes, the water is technically pure enough to drink. No, I don't recommend you drink it. How many of you nice folks are familiar with the product milk and magnesia? Right. For those of you not chuckling, milk and magnesia is all that.
That's a waterfall in a cave. Wow. Time to walk back to the front. I wish I hadn't worn my glasses.
Yeah, a little funky.
It's a little humid down here.
It's been a pleasure to have you as our guest at Ruby Falls. We love seeing your photos. Tag us with hashtag Ruby Falls Cave. See breathtaking mountain and river views from Lookout Mountain Tower. Need a quick snack to refuel?
Cold butt? Actually, it doesn't look that bad from the front. Oh, maybe it does.
I'm driving. Don't distract the driver.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We made our way back down from northern Tennessee, Chattanooga area, We're now in Chipley, Florida.
The Panhandle.
Yeah, we stayed overnight in a really nice Red Roof Inn. I'm known for picking the cheapest hotel, sometimes at my own.
It was fine. It was a place to put your head.
Yeah,
It was
just for
fine.
one night. So
Not great, but it was
So
fine.
we are now on our way to see our second waterfall. This is Falling Waters State Park, and it is actually the tallest waterfall in Florida, 70 feet, and actually drops down into a sinkhole.
Yep.
So let's go and see how that's a little bit different from Ruby Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. We decided lower first, but Max thinks upper first. No, let's go lower first.
Now what are you going to do? Now what?
You like the waterfall, bud?
Calming. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, it's a shame. It looks like some people there's like a cone down in the bottom, and there's some other trash.
So
which
don't
is
do that.
kind of sad. So don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Preserve stuff like this for, you know, future generations to come to and to do what we're doing and have adventures and enjoy.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what
don't
do
be
you-
rude.
So what do you think difference between this and Ruby Falls?
Well, this is definitely a lot smaller.
Yeah. It's a lot more
but-
natural too.
But hello, it's in Florida, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool because there's not a lot of places. There's really not very many waterfalls, and especially not of this caliber or this height. Today, on the way in, it said that the waterfall height or the waterfall strength or the waterfall something was moderate,
Yeah. I think it always depends on the rain in the area.
Right.
So
which makes sense.
I think the difference between this one and Ruby Falls is Ruby Falls had a lot of like theatrical elements. Like it's definitely
Yeah,
a
there's lots of
tourist-
lights and sound effects and
It's definitely a tourist-driven sort of experience.
Yeah.
And this feels really more natural. So I think it's kind of like the difference between both of them. You know?
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And Ruby Falls was awesome. There's a lot of all the stuff is natural, but you know, there's a lot of unnatural elements, you know, that kind of add to the experience.
Yeah.
All in all, it's still natural wonders. It's still very cool.
So 2 different waterfalls. Let's go see what it looks like from the upper falls.
Let's go.
The third trail takes you over to a sinkhole overlook, which although doesn't have a waterfall, is a little bit scary. There's one over there, one over there.
Big one, a small one, a big one, and another big one.
All right, you guys, that is where we are going to leave it for our Georgia, Tennessee, North Florida road trip.
Partial Alabama, only driving.
Yeah, a little bit of Alabama.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't seen the rest of those videos, check them out here. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You ready to go home, bud? Been on the road a long time.
Ready to go for a car ride?